just kind of want to go over the vehicle I'm going to be taking on the Big Frog Loop coming up here in 2.5 weeks, and kind of go over what my favorite things about this vehicle are and what I'm going to be doing to make sure that this vehicle is fully capable of doing that off-road trip. So here I have a 2024 Subaru Outback Wilderness. It's all-wheel drive with the X mode, and I'll get into that here in a minute. What I like about this car is the Geolandar tires. I've got let's just say 43,000 miles on these tires, and they're only halfway down from when I just first bought them. So I highly recommend Yokohama Geolandar tires. Another benefit of the Subaru Wilderness Edition is the extra 2-inch lift, giving me a little bit more ground clearance, and it does come with a front end skid plate as well. Another thing about this vehicle with the Wilderness Edition is it has a 900 to 1,000 pound payload capacity. So that is the amount of weight I can put on or in or both on this vehicle, in addition to the weight of the vehicle itself, and still have a really good suspension system for what I need. So to also prepare this vehicle for this trip coming up, I'm going to be checking air pressure in my tires. I'm going to be topping off my brake fluid, and topping off my antifreeze. I'm going to be topping off my engine oil and windshield washer fluid. And even though I'm topping all of these fluids off, I'm not going to assume that nothing's going to happen and the vehicle is going to stay perfectly fine, the same as when I started the trip. So up on the new roof basket, I have a bin up there, and it's got all of my recovery gear, and it's got all extra fluids just in case a line started leaking on my antifreeze, or on my, not my antifreeze, but my radiator, and I need to add more antifreeze throughout the trip. I'm also going to have tools to take apart stuff as needed for minor repairs. Hopefully there won't be any major repairs. But if you want to follow me over here, I'm going to hop in the driver's seat here, and I'm going to kind of go over the X mode features to explain to you kind of what the benefits of having an all-wheel drive system with this X mode system tied in with it. Alright everybody, so to get to X mode for different off-road modes on this vehicle, I'm gonna hit this button, slide it on over. So if you look here, that is the snow/dirt option. So what this does is it allows for very little wheel spin if I were to get stuck. And to show you, this is a diagram of the wheels. So if I'm climbing and one wheel starts to spin, say this one spins. If this wheel starts to spin, it's going to automatically brake this wheel and push more power into the other wheels that are getting traction. Now this mode is not good for mud and snow, where you want more wheel spin to try to gain traction. And so here we have the deep snow/mud option, which allows for a lot more wheel spin before it starts to brake it to push power to these other wheels. Now the nice thing about the 2024 Subaru Outback Wilderness Edition is they now allow for a wheel spin of over 25 miles an hour to get you what you need to get out of whatever situation you're in the deep snow/mud. Used to, it would, if you had a wheel spin greater than 25 miles an hour, it would kick you out of X mode completely, and you're back to just your normal all-wheel drive system, which is not helpful when you're in a sticky situation on the trail.
Hey everybody, it's Landon Jones, known as 413 Carlins on Instagram. This is my 2017 Mitsubishi Outlander Sport. I'm soon taking it for 150 miles Big Frog Loop trip coming soon. Thinking second weekend of December with GA Overlander It's gonna be a great trip. Gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna slowly go over what I'm gonna do to this vehicle to get it prepared for that trip for a pure 150 miles of off-road. What I'm first gonna do to this, starting this week, I'm gonna take it to a shop, and then I'm gonna change the oil on it, get some antifreeze coolant. Windshield wiper fluid is going to be super helpful, especially if you ever go off-road and you want to make sure you have full of windshield wiper fluid, because if you have any vehicles in front of you or if wind is just blowing on the mountains, you're going to get dust, dirt all over the windshield. It's going to be hard to see, especially in your rear. So you want to make sure you have full of that before you go. And number one thing too, also, tire pressure. I gotta check also the tire pressure, especially new update on this vehicle. We got new GA or Geolandar tires on the Outlander. Gotta check, make sure tire pressure is good on it. We're ready to go for 150 miles pure off-road.
Go ahead.
Another thing I like about this car is when you're doing trips, especially what I'm about to do here coming up soon, what this car can do is it can switch from 2-wheel to 4-wheel drive. So I slap the sucker in park, hit a button that's in my center console, it says 4-wheel drive. You can either have 4-wheel drive for as long as the car is on, but as soon as you turn it off, turn it back on, it switches back to 2-wheel. Or you can hit the button again, make it to where it stays on 4-wheel drive and locks it on there for until you take it out and put it back into 2-wheel drive. It's another thing I like about this car. It's perfect for off-roading stuff. It's perfect for what I do. So yeah.